Real Madrid's new acquisition is causing unbelievable sensations at training sessions, according to reports from Marca. Arda Gular has surprised the Real Madrid board with his quality. The sensations he is reportedly causing during training sessions are unbelievable. Reportedly, he isn't a major figure in the dressing room due to his shyness. After all, it must be intimidating to enter Real Madrid's dressing room at such a young age. However, his demeanor in the dressing room doesn't prevent him from transforming into a beast on the pitch. The club is cautious with Gular, as he is only 18 years old. Yet, it's hard to overlook the fact that his level of training is on par with the best. Although in football it is common for young talents to be heavily hyped to increase their market value, Gular's case seems different. The young man is meeting the expectations that have been generated around him, and it is almost unbelievable that Real Madrid signed a contract with him for €20 million plus add-ons. If Gular maintains his high level during preseason preparations and impresses during the American tour, he can count on a significant role in the first team this season. The burden of responsibility lies on Carlo Ancelotti to find the right role for him. One might expect that the Turkish star would fit into the gap behind the two forwards as a playmaking midfielder, although during preseason training he is also being used as a right winger. With Jude Bellingham strongly advocating for play in the same position, it remains to be seen what the Merengues lineup will look like in August. In 20 games in the Super League for Fenerbahce last season, the youth phenomenon scored 4 goals and made 3 assists. Needless to say, he will want to repeat his success in La Liga this season. An insider from Liverpool says that the transfer of Fede Valverde has no chance. Uruguayan midfielder Fede Valverde has a tough job to maintain his place in the middle of the field next season, but it's unlikely he will leave the club. Liverpool insider Neil Jones told Empire of the Cop that there's almost no chance of finalizing a transfer. If they don't appreciate him, then Liverpool is not doing its job properly, right? I don't think there's any chance that Liverpool will sign a contract with Federico Valverde unless something big happened, like 5 or 6 players leaving the club for £200 million. Liverpool and Chelsea have both been linked with moves towards Valverde, though it hasn't gone further, with the player himself rejecting the approaches before they gained momentum. He's a brilliant player, massive for Real Madrid. I think he was probably their best player in the Champions League final against Liverpool. He was one of the key players in that run to the final. I'd be shocked if Real Madrid were willing to let him go at this point. Just like Orelli and Tuomini, and Eduardo Camavinga, like the younger players who are playing in the forward positions, such as Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo. I think Real Madrid is building a future which includes Valverde. It would be nice to dream about it from Liverpool's perspective. And if Liverpool were offered a chance and told that Federico Valverde is jobless and is keen to play for you, I think the club would go for it. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen. Real Madrid would rather sign Kylian Mbappe for free in 2024. According to journalist Ben Jacobs via Caught Offside, Real Madrid would rather sign a contract with Kylian Mbappe for free in the summer of 2024. However, they are not ruling out a move this year, only if the price is right. The 24-year-old superstar has made it clear that he does not intend to extend his contract with PSG, which expires in 2024. At the same time, he does not want to leave the club this summer and wants to leave for free 12 months later. But Parisians have no appetite to play such games, and either want to sell him right away or see him extend his contract. The Ligue 1 champions certainly are not willing to accept Mbappe's departure as a free agent. With the two sides facing each other, Real Madrid quietly observes the situation. It's well known that Florentino Perez sees the 2018 FIFA World Cup winner as a main target and wants him at Santiago Bernabeu. However, the Merengues would still rather sign a contract with the 24-year-old for free next year, rather than paying around €200 million in transfer fees to secure his services. PSG is convinced that Mbappe won't leave for free next year, but the player himself still gives the impression that he wants to stay at PSG this season. It's a kind of power struggle, full of games, and it's all happening publicly, writes Ben Jacobs. For now, PSG is waiting on Mbappe, but if there is no breakthrough, they will actively put him on the market. Real Madrid would still prefer to wait until next summer and sign a contract with Mbappe for free, but would consider a move now if the price was right. For Real Madrid to make a move, PSG and Mbappe need to come to an agreement. If there's no green light from them, Los Blancos would happily wait until next year and sign him for free. Real Madrid's defender will consider offers to leave the club this summer. Although Real Madrid has seen 4 players depart this summer, more exits are on the horizon before the transfer window closes. Álvaro Odriozola will likely be the next player to bid farewell to Santiago Bernabéu, and the Spaniard may be followed by fellow defender Jesus Vallejo. In fact, as journalist Miguel Ángel Toribio reports on Marca Radio, Vallejo is now ready to consider offers to leave Real Madrid in the ongoing transfer window. The 26-year-old has been on Los Blancos' books since 2015, but has largely been loaned out by the club. Vallejo has been part of the squad at Bernabéu for the past 2 seasons, but has rarely been called upon by coach Carlo Ancelotti. Indeed, Vallejo has only played 12 times in all competitions over the last 2 seasons. The Spaniard is behind Eder Militao, Nacho Fernandez, David Alaba, and Antonio Rudiger in the pecking order. Ancelotti has informed Vallejo that he does not count on him for the new season. Despite this, the 26-year-old center-back wanted to stay put. It seems that he has changed his stance and is ready to consider offers to leave Santiago Bernabéu before the transfer window closes. It was previously reported that the former Real Zaragoza youngster has offers on the table from clubs in Spain and abroad to ensure an exit this summer. Vallejo still has 2 years left on his contract with Real Madrid, but his market value is a mere €2 million. Thus, it is unlikely that Merengues could secure a significant fee for his services. Nevertheless, they would be happy to offload a player who is not in the coach's future plans. Real Madrid has had an injury issue. The Real player suffered his first injury of the season after the club confirmed that Dani Ceballos suffered a preseason injury. The 26-year-old recently extended his contract for another 4 years and will be competing for minutes in the midfield next season. However, he has suffered his first injury. Real Madrid confirmed that he has a problem with the thigh muscle tendon. They did not provide a recovery time. Early reports by Alberto Pereiro suggest that he could be out for 4 to 6 weeks, meaning he would miss games against Athletic Club and Celta Vigo. Ceballos has remained healthy for Real Madrid for the most part of the past 12 months, which undoubtedly contributed to his contract extension negotiations. That's all for today. Thanks for giving us thumbs up and subscribing. And if you haven't done so yet, please leave a thumbs up and a subscription for further motivation and creating even more content. See you in the next one.